Sorry I'm late. I pressed the snooze. Thought you'd be in the middle of readout by now.
Inspector Falcon Price is here.
What's happened?
He's just paying a social visit.
But at this time of the morning, can't he sleep or something? Oh, no, he's in a good mood, too. Just what we need.
Oh, it's amazing the effect that Jonesy's had on him.
I hope you're not being disrespectful about our inspector.
Oh, no, of course not, Sarge. No, I don't think the fact that Jonesy works here has anything at all to do with the inspector's visit.
Well, while he's here, he can give us an answer on the unsworn member we asked for ages ago.
Don't go stirring things up.
I'm just representing your best interests, Sarge. My turn?
Big smile.
Hey, Joe, don't.
Good morning, sir. I'm so pleased to see you here.
The inspector is here simply to touch base, Parish.
And announce the good news, of course. When does he or she start?
Sorry?
Parish.
Well, the unsworn member, I assume that's why you're here, to tell us it's been approved?
Why would a small station like this need a clerical assistant?
Because the amount of paperwork we have to do has doubled in the last couple of years.
A slight exaggeration, I'm sure.
No, it's not. Target patrol sheets, crew analysis, more leak reports
I'm
than
not
ever.
completely unaware of the administrative requirements, Constable. Most of my job is paperwork.
Yes, but you don't have to go out on patrol or investigations or spend the whole day
Parish,
waiting
I'm
to give
sure
evidence.
the inspector has given the matter due consideration.
Well, maybe that's not enough, boss.
Parish.
No. You know, you may be right, Constable.
Sorry?
Sorry?
Well, I do need to know how much you people put into the job. Perhaps I'll stay and work today's shift with all of you.
Oh, you don't have to do that, sir.
Well, you said you needed some help, didn't you? I used to be an operational member before I went behind a desk, you know. I'll just cancel my appointments for the day, and we can get our hands dirty.
What exactly will you be doing?
General duty, Sergeant, whatever you assign me to, you're in charge.
All right. Well, thank you very much. We can always use an extra pair of hands.
It'll be just like old times. I used to be the senior connie at Nunawading, you know.
Mount Thomas
Sergeant,
Police
can I
Station.
please
Can I
get you to sign this form for me, please? Please do not send me out on patrol with him.
Just a moment, please. Ben, it's a counsel for you.
Morning, ma'am.
Beauty.
About
Can
the
I
stolen
help?
roadworks equipment.
I've just popped in to remind you it's Wednesday.
Yes.
Well, he'll be there again today and up the tree.
Mrs. Majors, morning. Hi. Constable Parrish, can you show Mrs.
Yes.
Majors through?
Hi, Lily. How are you?
Very well, thank you, Joanna.
Well, come on through here. Would you like a tea or something like that?
That'd be lovely.
Okay.
What's that all about?
Every Wednesday she sees a bloke who climbs up a tree opposite her house. He spies on her for a while and then he disappears.
How long's this been going on?
About 3 or 4 weeks.
And we haven't managed to apprehend this pervert?
He's always gone by the time we get there, sir. Mrs. Majors is a bit lonely living by herself.
Oh, so you don't think this person actually exists?
I think he's a convenient excuse for our company.
The taxpayers' money is being used to fund a geriatric drop-in service. Wonderful.
I've made up this new cross-stitch pattern for my granddaughter, the one that lives in Perth.
Oh, that sounds nice.
2 gorgeous little kittens.
All right.
I'll show you when you come round later on.
Sorry to interrupt, Constable, but I believe you have other duties to attend to.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I am sorry. Here's me keeping you chatting and you've got work to do.
No, that's okay, Lily.
See you later on then. Don't forget, 12:30.
I don't know if I'll be attending, but we'll get a patrol car to drive past about then.
I do hope you catch him today.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, Lily.
Constable, entertaining little old ladies isn't exactly police work, is it? Maybe this is why you have so much trouble keeping up with paperwork.
This is community policing, sir. Public relations. I would have thought you'd appreciate the importance of that.
There have to be sensible limits, Parrish.
Yes, sir. He thinks he can just swan in here, do one day of general duties and know exactly what we have to put up with.
Yeah, well, we're a mob of freeloaders being paid to do nothing.
Yeah, well, whoever draws a short straw to go out on patrol with him really has to lay it on, dot every I, cross every T.
God, I hope it's not me.
You are kidding. How did he come up with that doozy?
Well, Constable Parish threw down the gauntlet. Unfortunately, the inspector picked it up.
Don't blame me.
I am blaming you.
It wasn't my idea. I just wanted to tie him down on the star situation.
What are we going to do with you, Parish? I mean...
PJ, he's in there.
What? My office? Great.
Now, look, Ben, we have to make this work for us, okay?
A good human interest piece. You could give it a title like On the Road Again. No, it has got nothing to do with Bluey Day. I have no intention of having my head shaved. It's about police work. You know, Inspector puts aside desk job for a day on the road, that sort of thing.
Sorry, sir,
What do you mean, boring? No, I don't think I'd be prepared to do that. Well, when you put it like that, it doesn't sound too bad. That could work. All right, I'll see you later. Okay, then. Great. Bye. Senior Detective Hashem, you're well, I trust?
Fighting fit, sir. And I would just like to say, sir, that there wouldn't be too many inspectors who'd be prepared to do what you're doing, and, well, I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. I cleaned up your desk for you.
Rusty? You're rusty. You probably haven't used a service revolver for quite a while.
I'm OSTT qualified, if that's what you mean, Parish.
Of course.
Constable Jones and I should take the first patrol, eh, Sergeant?
No, he's not going on patrol today, I'm afraid, sir. He's got a court appearance. I've rostered you on with Constable Parrish.
Right. Well, come on, Parish. Let's get out there.
Yeah.
Parish, just a moment. Do not aggravate him.
Oh, what do you mean?
You know perfectly well what I mean.
I have to show him the job, warts and all, boss. Otherwise, there's no point in the exercise, is there?
I don't think it's a good idea having those two together.
Sarge,
Yeah?
what's this court appearance you've got me down for?
Oh, isn't it today? Oh, we got it wrong. Oh, I could have sent you out with the inspector after all.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Come in.
I just need you to sign these, boss.
Can't let the paperwork fall behind, can we? Especially not today.
I'm getting the feeling that the entire police force is built on it.
As you, of all people, ought to know best.
Yeah, my family only ever talked about the good stuff. They didn't want to put me off signing up.
So what took you so long?
I was on to them. They're not all like the inspector, you know. The braid.
Is that right?
Yeah, I know the type, though. Feel as though I've met him 100 times before. Dad used to have barbecues and all his guests were like Falcon Price.
It's a bit cynical, isn't it?
You know, always trying to get noticed. This Back to the Streets initiative will look pretty good on his record.
I'd be careful if I were you, Jones. The inspector might be impressed by your connections, but even he has his limits. I hope no one at these barbecues reminded you of me.
No, boss.
VKC, this is Mount Thomas 308. Inspector Falcon Price and Constable Parish, Code 1.
Received that, sir. Maybe using the call sign of 150.
Negative, VKC. This is just a regular patrol.
Morning, Mount Thomas 308. Good to have you on board, sir.
Sure you don't want to drive?
No, it's fine.
The running sheets are on the clipboard.
Right.
The Observer does the running sheet and the paperwork for the first job?
I'll leave that to you, Constable. You're more familiar with the forms than I am.
Well, I thought the whole idea was for you to get first-hand experience of the job.
VKC to Mount Thomas 308.
Mount Thomas 308.
Yours is a cold berg at a disused warehouse, 25 Paget's Court.
Receive that, VKC. We're on our way. Inspector Falcon Price, Mount Thomas Police.
Katie Jensen, Donald's Real Estate.
You're the agent for the property, are you?
Yes. Hi. We've been trying to find a tenant for months, but without much luck. The gate's normally padlocked, but this is how I found it this morning.
Safe, ladies. When was the last time you were here?
I had an inquiry about a month ago, and I brought the client out to have a look.
Nothing since?
No. They say they'll call back, but they never do.
Has there been any damage since you last saw it?
Well, it's hard to tell. I don't think so.
It's probably just kids mucking around.
I'll need a copy of the police report for the insurance.
Of course, if you just drop into the station first thing tomorrow.
No, we give the victim a copy of the report before we leave.
Oh, it's fine.
Remember, sir, the observer does the paperwork.
Signs, warning lights, stack of witches' hats. Yeah, it could be kids who've stolen them. But
Mount Thomas Police Station, how can I
So
help
as
you?
well as your running sheet, you've got leak forms to fill out on every crime we investigate, and that's those. Accident report for every car accident, of course. We've got to put together a brief of evidence, type statements of interviews, that sort of stuff, keep up the
I'm
correspondence.
not totally unaware of the paperwork requirements, Constable.
But it's an impossible task.
It is just a matter of time management.
We don't have any time to manage, sir. You're actually doing all this
All our
every day.
members put in a full day, Inspector. Sometimes it's just not possible to get it all done.
And we don't have the overtime budget.
Just had a call from the riding school out near the National Park. Those kids on trial bikes are hanging around again.
Right, okay. Ben?
I'm still...
We'll do it. Come on, Parrish. We'll discuss this later.
Constable Jones.
It's all right, Sarge. Besides, Jonesy will be due in court any minute now. I don't mind going. I've got plenty of time, apparently.
I hope you know what you're doing. You too, Sergeant.
At least these kids aren't mugging little old ladies in the street.
Horses and trail bikes don't mix.
This should be the ranger's job.
I agree, sir. They don't have nearly as much paperwork as we do. But it's also a matter of public safety, which makes it our responsibility.
Right.
Stop. Stop.
Now, there, come on.
We're never going to catch him, sir.
Faster.
Look, I can't go any faster than this. I don't know why you want to go after this guy. The others would have been easier to catch.
The ringleader, he's the one we want. Come on.
We can't catch him. I can't go any further than this.
That kid is asking for it.
At least he's not mugging little old ladies.
All I said was you could have been a little more determined to catch him.
No, you said if a male member had been driving, he would have caught him.
I didn't say that at all. You took that completely the wrong way.
It was a sexist remark. How else am I supposed to take it?
It was never intended to be sexist.
Look, Senior Constable Stewart, you're in the four-wheel drive chasing an offender down a fire trail. How fast would you go?
I don't know, fast as safely possible, depending on the terrain.
Thick bushland, what? 70, 80 k's?
More like 40.
Thank you. And I was going 45.
I didn't feel like your heart was in it.
Oh, God, they're at it again.
Look, it would have been much easier to chase one of the other two, but you wanted him.
I wanted them all.
But he was the one who upset you. No. Any idea how many times a day we get some smart aleck kid doing this or this?
You know...
I'll hose down the inspector. You deal with Parrish.
And that job is to bring wrongdoers to justice.
Everything all right, sir?
Absolutely.
I was wondering if we might have a word.
Of course.
I'm going to re-roster Constable Jones to take over the patrol.
What?
Why?
I would have thought that was obvious.
A minor disagreement, that's all. Besides, Jones, you'll be due in court any minute now,
Yeah,
remember?
the case just got adjourned. It's your career I'm concerned
Look,
about,
don't
trying to extend
worry
it beyond the end of this shift.
Don't worry about me. Rusty and I are working really well together.
Oh, yeah?
At least we were until that little bastard in his Offspring T-shirt turned up.
Hey, didn't that guy that we pick up for shoplifting have one of those, huh?
No, Tom, it's really stimulating. I've forgotten what it was like to have a hands-on experience.
Please, sir, don't feel obligated to stay for the whole day.
Come in.
Senior Sergeant, do you remember that kid we brought in a couple of weeks ago for shoplifting spray cans? I think he knew his dad.
Oh, yeah, Glenn Williams' boy, Josh. Why?
That T-shirt he was wearing was the same as that kid on the trail bike this morning.
Where do they live?
Flat Gully Road.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, that is right near the National Park. Come on, Constable. We've got a call to make.
Parrish? Have you spoken to Sergeant Gallagher yet?
Yeah, it's all sorted.
Thank you.
We normally take turns at the wheel.
You wanted me to do the paperwork, didn't you?
Well, as long as you don't have a problem with a woman driving, sir. Hey, that's him, isn't it?
I've got him for riding an unregistered bike on the road as well. Don't lose him this time, Parrish. See if you can cut him off. Come on, put your foot down.
I can't go any faster
Yes,
than
you can. Go on, get the bastard. Watch out. If you're not confident about driving a vehicle in a pursuit, you should have said so.
Excuse me? You told me to go faster. What was I supposed to do? Disobey an order?
God knows how much damage you've done.
Me?
You'll have to call it in. Sergeant had to come out here and do accident reports. Listen. He's stopped somewhere nearby. Probably to jeer at us again. Come on, I want the mongrel.
We're not gonna catch him, sir.
Come off.
Are you all right? Can you hear me?
Just find his face still somewhere.
Mount Thomas 308 to VKC. We need an ambulance to Widgery National Park. Got a male, approximately 15 years old, unconscious accident victim.
This was no accident. Now, Josh, do you have any idea who might have done this?
Horse riders, they're always on our backs, acting like they own the park.
Have any of them ever threatened you or your mates?
They got the rangers onto us the other day.
They do have permission to be there, unlike yourself.
And you're also not licensed or insured to ride a bike on the road.
If I can't get to Frenchman's Gully through the park, I have to go on the road.
Oh, why do you need to get to Frenchman's Gully?
He and his friends have been making themselves a bike track out there.
Dad!
We gotta tell him, mate.
We were just going to hang out there. It was a place where we could go where no one would hassle us.
Right. Who are these mates of yours?
I'm not dobbing them in.
I'm sure your father can tell us who you hang around with.
Where are they now?
The hospital. Joe had some bruised ribs. I wanted to get them checked out. Then they're going to talk to the boy.
From the sound of things, he's lucky he wasn't decapitated. And what's the damage to the four-wheel drive?
Well, it's not as bad as it looks. It's still drivable, luckily.
And Parrish was driving. God help us, it's not even midday.
I'm not taking the blame, sir. I did not want to continue after that bike.
And I didn't order you to drive the four-wheel drive into a dam.
Excuse me, is
either.
there a problem here? Members of this station are required to work as a team.
Yes, of course, Sergeant.
I mean, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to imply that you
No,
didn't.
quite right.
What did the doctor say?
Fine, just bruised.
So have you been out to the riding school?
Yes.
Any joy?
They denied all knowledge.
Well, they're hardly going to admit to it, are they?
I believe them. That rope was across a trail easy all the time. It could easily have been a horse and rider that were injured.
All right, we need to check all the tracks in the Frenchman's Gully area. There could be other traps laid.
You want us to head out now?
No, I'll send Stewart and Jones. I need a statement from each of you for the accident report.
Yes, all right.
Joe, can you see what Mrs. Majors wants? Back again, Lily.
I've just seen him.
Who, the man up the tree? A bit early today, isn't he?
No, he was at the hardware store. I saw him coming out and he was carrying a bag.
You sure it was the same man?
Oh, yes. I got a good look at him. I can give you a description.
Okay.
Oh, hello, Lily.
Oh, hello, Ben. I think I can finally identify the man in the tree.
Good on you. That'll help.
And if you've got some of those mugshot photos, I can have a look at.
I'll tell you what, Lily. If he's up the tree again today, you come back and we'll have a look through those photo books together, okay?
He is very scrawny looking and badly in need of a shave. Yes.
Okay.
When I come back, I might have some of that Earl Grey tea if you've got some of those shortbread biscuits.
Not a problem. See you later, Lily.
So when we finally found the kids' racetrack, it was marked out with these.
Josh reckons they pinched him from a ute they found out on one of the fire trails.
Yeah. Doesn't know what happened to the rest of it.
Do we believe him?
Well, I didn't want to talk at first, but we had to suggest the sky would fall in on him if he didn't.
And he happily described everything that was in the back of the ute, and it matches all that stolen gear.
Yeah, didn't think a few witches had to be missed.
Leave it with you. Mm-hmm. Hey, where is everyone?
Despite impeded visibility, Constable Parrish maintained the pursuit, driving up an embankment in a manner dangerous and causing the vehicle to become partly submerged.
I did not want to continue the pursuit. I felt it was unsafe to do so, and I only did it because I was told to.
Well, we have two conflicting accounts of what happened here.
I can assure you my statement reflects the situation exactly.
In the heat of the moment, memory can sometimes be fuzzy.
Not mine.
Constable, would you wait outside for a moment, please? Inspector, this is a pretty incriminating statement. Disciplinary action would have to be taken against Constable Parrish, and I'd hate to see her lose her authority to drive over a misunderstanding.
It's not that bad.
Well, it's bad enough, sir. If she's restricted to desk duties, it puts even more pressure on our resources here.
It would be a shame not to utilise Parrish to her full potential, sir.
Sorry to interrupt, Sarge. Lily Majors, her man's up the tree again.
Really is time that woman stopped this nonsense.
Senior Constable Stewart and Constable Jones can handle the situation,
No,
sir.
we will. Parrish, I'm going to visit the elderly. I'll have another look at the statement. Maybe I used the wrong emphasis.
Well done, Teresa. Do you think this shift will ever end?
Okay, you're on.
Constable, are you going or not?
Yeah. All right, I'm coming.
Joe, you better do something about this statement of yours.
No way, that's exactly what
No, I
happened.
meant fix the typos. Price is spelled with an E on the end, not a K.
Yes, well, once you know him, it's the only way you can spell it.
I can assure you, Inspector, he was definitely there, up in that big tree near the top. He always goes there, and he has binoculars.
Yeah, very strange.
Very convenient.
Well, if he's got binoculars, he's obviously looking at something.
Well, it wasn't me, because I always make sure I have the curtains drawn.
Perhaps he's a bird watcher.
Wonder how far you can see from the top of that tree. I reckon one of us ought to get up there and have a look. What can you see, sir?
Well, most of the Widgery Road back towards town.
Oh, that explains why he's always gone. When we get here, he can see us coming.
In that direction, you can see all along St David's Road up to the highway.
Anything unusual?
Not that I can see. What are they doing here?
Well, that's something you don't get to see every day. Inspector up a tree.
You right there, sir? Would you like us to call the fire brigade for you?
What are you doing here?
We're on our way back to Frenchman's Gully.
And we thought we'd just pop by and see if you needed some backup.
Don't need any backup. I don't need anything from you. Thank you. Constable Parrish, you can go with them. Got the whole national park to search. You'll need some assistance.
With respect, sir, it's not going to be much use if we've only got one vehicle.
Be an extra pair of eyes.
Are you going to take the patrol by yourself, sir?
Yes.
Will you be all right with the running sheet?
All right.
Look, I don't know how you did it, but you're a bloody genius.
Thank you.
I got the kettle on if you want a cup of tea.
Not today, Lily.
You'll be setting up roadblocks if you want to catch him.
Oh, we don't even know if he had a car.
Oh, yes, I saw him drive off.
What sort of car do you have?
A tan one.
You know what make or model?
Oh, I don't know about cars. It was one of those with a rucky thing on the back.
A ute?
That's it, a ute.
The kids stole the witch's hats from a tan ute.
Well, we didn't see it on the Widgery Road coming here.
Yeah, no, neither did we. They must have headed north on the St David's Road.
I'll talk to you later, Lily.
Oh, I took down his number plate if that's any use to you.
Receiver. According to Lily, we're interested in a tan Holden Ute, Rego Alpha Yankee Hotel 009er, 79 model.
Good old Lily. You better get on a VKC and get them to issue her a general alert.
Yeah, I'll also give her a description of the driver, too.
What, did she get one?
Yeah. She's turned out to be a really good witness.
Thank God for small mercies. Well, at least the station's shortbread budget has paid off.
You haven't done us any favours by putting the inspector offside, you know.
I realised that. It just annoyed me that he carried on about the accident.
No, don't stress about it. He was never going to approve the extra member anyway. You know, PJ overheard him on the phone arranging for a reporter to cover his big day out.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
What's going on here?
Hey, when did this happen? We were here an hour ago. I wasn't here then.
The rest of that stolen stuff.
Hey, Ben, have a look at this.
Fairly recent.
Big truck by the look of it.
Wouldn't think they'd drive a rig up here. It's unsealed road.
Hey, guys, Rusty's found the ute down the other end of this road.
I don't understand. Why would Frenchman's Gully Road be blocked off?
Well, Ben reckons there's no roadworks. It's not washed out or anything. Mount Thomas 900 to Mount Thomas 308. Mount Thomas 900 to Mount Thomas 308. Stay, please.
Well, there's the car, but where's the ute and where's the inspector?
Joe, there's his hat.
Hey, Ben, there's more road signs and witches' hats over here.
What is going on here?
Whatever the hell it is, the inspector's walked right into it.
So, Lily's tree client would have a good vantage point to see the target vehicle.
And his car matches the one that the council equipment was seen in.
He sees the target vehicle coming and warns his accomplice, who sets up a roadblock on the St David's Road. The target vehicle turns into Frenchman's Gully Road. His accomplice comes back, turns the roadblock round to stop any traffic going into the side road and blundering into the hijack.
And they blocked the other end of Gully Road for the same reason.
Once the hijack had happened somewhere along the Gully Road, they go around and remove the barricade from the Widgery Road end.
Right, which is where Falcon Price finds them.
So, we're looking for at least 3 people. And what were they hijacking? I mean, any reports of missing vehicles?
Not yet.
All right, I'll give the Roadhouse a call. They'd probably have some idea what was coming through.
Mount Thomas Police, Sergeant Gallagher speaking. I'm sorry, Constable Parrish isn't here at the moment. Can I help?
Tom?
Afternoon, Chief Superintendent.
Now, what's this I hear about you losing one of my inspectors? I get a message this morning that Inspector Falcon Price is out on patrol with your people. Now, what is going on? Is it some silly publicity stunt?
I think he wanted to reacquaint himself with general duties, sir.
Really? I can't understand why he's on patrol on his own.
Well, I'm not entirely sure of the details, sir, but he was on patrol with one of my constables.
Who?
Constable Parrish.
Well, where's he?
She. She's with the others, driving Frenchman's Gully Road.
And Inspector Falcon Price's radio is not answering, is that it?
That's correct, sir.
Okay, thanks for your help. All right, bye. That's interesting. Josh Williams told Joe that they'd been warned off by rangers, right? But Parks and Wildlife reckon none of their blokes have even spoken to them.
Well, it could have been our crooks. I mean, they wouldn't want a bunch of kids hanging around.
How'd you go with the truck?
All right, there's 3 routine deliveries on a Wednesday. Timber, white goods and grog.
Well, it's not going to be timber.
Nah, my money's on the grog. I'm gonna give Chris a call.
G'day, PJ, how are you?
Much better for seeing you, Tony. Bye.
Oh, yeah, bye.
What can we do for you, Mr. Timms?
I'm here to immortalise the shaving.
I beg your pardon?
Inspector Falcon Price.
I don't understand.
It's okay, he's expecting me. He rang the paper this morning, said he wanted to shave his hair off for the Bluey Day thing. Good publicity, all that sort of stuff.
One moment, please. Just wait. There. Boss, Tony Timms is out there.
Tony is all we need.
Send him in, I'll talk to him.
So he is a total
I
pain
know,
in the
Tom,
bum.
I know. I remember from last time I had to talk to him. Send him in.
Oh, boss, can you spare me for a few minutes? I might have a lead on a witness.
They told us they were rangers.
Were they wearing uniforms?
No, but one of them had a blue shirt with those button flap things on the shoulders.
Well, did they show you any badges, any ID?
No, they just told us to clear off, and if we ever came back, we'd be in big trouble.
Can you tell me what they look like?
Oh, one of the guys was skinny, fair hair, just like growing a beard.
Right. I've just spoken to the truck company. They've been trying to get in contact with their driver, but he's not answering his mobile.
Has he made any of his deliveries?
Unfortunately, no. Now, according to Chris, this truck carries all the primo stuff. Wine, spirits, liqueurs, fancy beers. Delivers to the Imperial and every other pub in town and St David's.
Did you have any idea of the value?
Anywhere between $200 and $300 grand.
Well, this certainly makes it worth holding up.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Josh Williams' description matches Lily Major's tree climber.
Really? Well, it's not much, but it's all we've got to go on.
Yeah.
Any word from our people on the ground?
No, they're still searching Frenchman's Gully.
Well, thank you very much, Clive. I appreciate the scoop.
That's all right, Tony. Tony, always room for a bit of mutual back scratching as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely. I'll speak to you soon.
Oh, yes, I
See you,
look
Tom.
forward to it.
He seems happy.
I gave him an anonymous tip-off about some upcoming policy change.
You did?
Well, he thinks he's got an exclusive, Tom. In actual fact, the police media unit are going to issue a press release this afternoon.
Matt Thomas 209 to Matt Thomas 900.
Go ahead, 209.
Sarge, we found a truck driver who's been cracked on the head, so we're getting that checked out before we bring him to the station.
There was a detour sign. Yeah, I've never done this run before, so I don't know the area. Just did what the sign said.
So, why did you stop?
Well, there was a car blocking the way. Looked like the guy was having some trouble, so...
Did you ever consider turning the truck around?
Nah, not on the road like that. Besides, it was going to be easy just to help fix the car. When they get out of the truck, two of them bloody jumped me. Tied me up and left me there.
Can you give us a description?
I only got a good look at one. Short hair, fair, about 40s.
Would you recognise this bloke if you saw him again?
Oh, yeah. I've got his face burned in my memory.
I still don't understand why Inspector Falcon Price was out patrolling on his own.
I was stirring him a bit, sir. I may have gone too far. He told me to go with Jonesy and Ben.
Well, whatever the reason, the important thing is we've got to find him.
Hey, that's the bastard who hit me.
Harvey McManus has formed for Bergs and assault. It's only 2 months out of Bowen. Didn't waste any time, did he?
You better get on to VKC, give an update on this place.
Stan, this is the rope you're tied up with, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the same as the one that knocked Josh off his trail bike.
Hey, it's pretty common stuff. You can get it anywhere.
Like the hardware store where Lily saw him this morning.
Someone there might remember him.
Yeah,
Joe. Hey, don't worry about it. They'll probably just leave him like they did this guy.
You saw McManus's prize. I don't think Falcon Price is going to get away unharmed. It'll be my fault.
Well, there's no way they could have gotten out of the area. My guess is they're transferring the grog into another truck to haul it out.
So they must be holed up somewhere out of sight while they do it.
Well, we better start a search in the immediate area, then work out.
Oh, boss, Parrish is back and she's got a name for us. Sonny Franks. The hardware shop assistant remembered selling him some rope this morning. He paid by credit card.
Right. You got anything?
This is our guy. Matches both descriptions. Done time for robbery. Last known address in St David's.
I'll get on to St David's CI.
He was in Pentridge until it closed, and then he's moved to Bowen.
And that's where Harvey McManus was.
Right, so there's our connection. If they're transferring the loot to another truck...
Probably in an outlying area with a shed big enough for 2 trucks. Look, Gallagher, get on to D24, ask them to put out a call to all units in the area to look out for anything matching that description.
Right, sir. Mount Thomas 900.
Hi, Donald's Real Estate? Yeah, can I speak to Katie Jensen, please?
Yes, I think that is him. Said his name was Simon Fitzgerald.
Did you show him any other properties?
Oh, a couple. A new one on the industrial estate and Another in Commercial Road.
They're both in built-up areas. The one in Paget's Lane's fairly isolated. Do you have your company car here?
No, Parish, it's out of the question.
Katie Jensen's car is the perfect cover for me. And we need to get someone in close to find out where they're holding the inspector.
Or if they're holding the inspector, I mean, we can't rule out the possibility they may have already dumped him.
Look, I could take Katie Jensen's car, pretend to show a client around.
But I know the layout of the building. I was there this morning.
And they know that the real estate agents will contact the police if there's anything out of place. They could panic. I don't want this turning into a hostage situation.
There must be some way we can get into the place to have a look.
No one here. Probably just getting paranoid. Probably just bloody kids. What do they call the cops? What? They got themselves in to smash up the place. Stop your panicking! There's someone in there.
The target is inside.
Old town's probably crawling the cops by now. Shut up and give us a hand! Yeah, how far do you reckon we'll get? Not very far if you're going to start panicking. You should never brought him here. Shut up!
He's right up. He's an inspector, for Christ's sake.
I reckon we should get out of here while we've still got the chance. There's 300 grand there!
Won't do you much good in jail.
Oh. Your friend's right. Pull out all stops to find me. Inspectors don't just disappear into thin air, you know, they'll have the whole state force onto it.
That's it. I'm out of here. Well, go on then, piss off! We'll split it 2 ways.
He's right.
Look, we
Please,
stick together, we get the job done. All we gotta do is get it to Queensland. What are you doing, Sonny?
Staying.
St David's 208, can you intercept a vehicle, a red Corolla sedan, Reg Bravo Sierra Bravo 873?
What was that?
Well, I don't know. Concentrate on what you're doing. It's probably just the bloody kids.
Ah, what if it wasn't?
You blokes are never going to make it to Queensland. Look at you. You're scared. Pair of amateurs.
If you got any brains, you better shut up now.
Actually had a pretty good plan, I'll give you that. But you ruined it when you abducted me.
How's that, pig? I ain't got any more to say now.
Forget about it. It's just getting the right out of you. Stop.
I'll do him, I swear it. I'll skin it, pig.
That's just what I'd expect from you. No imagination. You're just like every other stupid crook I ever met.
That's it. You're gone.
I'm going in.
Go.
Police, don't move! Get down, now!
Don't do it, Harp. Don't do it. Drop the weapon. Don't move.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground now!
Get down.
Your hands behind your back.
You all right?
You took your time.
Is he okay?
Oh, a few bumps and bruises, nothing too serious. We're taking him back to the station.
Glad to hear you're okay, sir.
Thank you, Constable.
It's me who should be thanking you. If you hadn't kicked McManus, I wouldn't be standing here right now.
I would have done the same for anyone, Constable. It's all part of the job.
Right.
I believe you were the one who worked out where I was.
All part of the job, sir.
Exactly.
Well, Inspector Falcon Price, what a day you've had. You drowned a four-wheel drive. You fell out of a tree. And you got yourself abducted.
The four-wheel drive incident was an accident, sir. No one was at fault.
Well, that's more than I can say about the abduction. I mean, I can't comprehend why you're out on patrol in the first place. And then to tackle a suspect on your own.
I'd been asked to appoint an unsworn member, and I wanted to observe the workings of Mount Thomas firsthand.
And what's your assessment?
After careful consideration, I see no need for extra resources to be assigned to this station.
Unbelievable.
Well, you could always go over his head, I suppose, and mention it to Chief Superintendent Adamson next time you see him.
Yeah, sure. He and I have cosy chats all the time.
No, you'll get your chance. The super thought the inspector's idea of going on patrol was terrific. He's rostered on with you tomorrow.
Oh, ha ha, very funny.
Yeah, all right. Come on, chop. Let's get this paperwork done so we can get out of here. Remember, it's just a matter of time management.
Quite right, Sergeant.
OK, come on. Time is money in the newspaper business. Who wants to do the honours? Inspector Falcon Price is having his head shaved for Bluey Day.
Constable Parrish.
I'd be honoured, sir.
Just a little off the top, thanks.